So last Sunday, I went over to my aunt's house for her monthly book club meeting. Normally, it's a pretty standard affair, a group of her friends sipping wine and discussing the latest bestseller with the occasional heated debate over character motivations. This time, however, things took an unexpected turn when I noticed a large stack of papers in the middle of the coffee table, each with a colorful cover that looked suspiciously homemade. When I asked what they were, my aunt, with a twinkle in her eye, explained they were fanfiction anthologies. For the life of me, I couldn't understand what kind of fanfiction would involve a gardening book club. It turned out, each member had taken to writing these elaborate stories starring their own pets. They weren't just any stories though, they were epic tales of adventure and intrigue. Linda, for instance, penned a gripping narrative about her goldfish, Bubbles, who led a daring escape from a sushi restaurant. Meanwhile, Marge's story followed her turtle, Shelley, on a cross-country road trip to find the lost city of Atlantis. The pièce de résistance was my aunt's own contribution, a noir-style mystery featuring her cat, Whiskers, as a hard-boiled detective solving the case of the missing kibble. As the afternoon wore on, everyone started reading their stories aloud, complete with dramatic gestures and sound effects. I found myself getting sucked into the absurdity of it all, laughing along as each pet protagonist faced increasingly ridiculous challenges. The craziest part was that each story ended in exactly the same way, a strange and curious detail that had me puzzled. The last line, delivered with a triumphant flourish, was always, "And that's how the cat got out of the bag." It seemed like a peculiar inside joke that I just couldn't wrap my head around. Finally, after all the tales of daring escapes and interspecies romances, I couldn't hold back my curiosity any longer. I asked my aunt why every story ended the same way. She chuckled, leaned in, and said, "Oh, it's simple. We needed a way to tie everything back to reality, and let's face it, isn't that exactly what this whole book club is about? Letting the cat out of the bag about our secret lives as pet fanfiction writers."